decided to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Yeah.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get...
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On second down, here's Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris. Still fighting for more. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Pickett looking to change things up. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Johnson, the man in motion right. Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford now to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the picks. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now Pickett. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now Pickett changing the play. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Stafford.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 22!
Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Here's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On first down at Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Going right back to Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are back within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
Double right. Alert.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Stafford here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Taken at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To throw is Stafford.
Swings this out for Hunt.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Alert!
Here's Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. In motion right here comes Johnson.
Pickett back to throw.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, Definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Pickett sets up play action. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what pressure. Accelerating, and off he goes. He may go. Touchdown, LA. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And Pickett going to move his guys around. On third down, here's Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
3rd and 2, Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here.
And now here is another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Pickett.
This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gap.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing again is Stafford.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
32. 20 hot.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And he's got room.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing just about on his own goal. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it. And this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on second down is Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
59!
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready.
Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything.